Okay, I am going to try to show y'all how to do the mini book with pockets and flip out pages. I have to do this kind of quick because I still don't have my computer yet, and so this is still not going to be the best, but hopefully y'all can get it. Okay, this is the book. I've already got a video showing the little book itself with the flip out pages, the pockets, and these little slash pockets that I designed. So, now I'm going to show you how I came up with this idea. Okay, scoreboard. I love this thing. I wanted something where I had no waste in the base of the book. So, I got to playing around with 8.5 by 11 sheets of cardstock, and I come up with this. By cutting it in half, this is just a half a sheet of 8.5 by 11 cardstock, scoring it at 3.5, at 7, and then I don't really score this, but I give myself the line measurement for the 10.5 inches. Then when you fold it, it makes your base page. Okay? But if you will score, like on this one, I did the 3.5 inch line. Flip the paper over, do your 7 inch. It helps you do your accordion folds better and your creases are smoother. Okay, so these are 2 pages that I already got ready so that you can see this part of it. When they fold up, this would be the first page of your book, just like in this one where it doesn't flip out, but I've just made the pocket to go on it. So then when you open the first 2 pages up, these are your pages that are going to flip out. Okay, because that little half-inch section is your binding section. This is your page that you're going to glue down and make the coin pocket from. So all you're going to do is attach your pattern paper, glue this at this edge and at the bottom, punch your little half circle hole, and that's going to make your pocket. So then this becomes, I've got it upside down, sorry. This becomes the pocket page and then still allows you to have the fold out page. This is just your plain front page that you can leave plain, or you can add the slash pocket, which is what I'll show you now. You can make as many of these pages as you want, and it just depends on how you put them together as to how they're going to. See, I did these to where my folded out like this and made the 4 panels. You don't have to do them like that. I'm working on a baby book now that is not going to be done that way. So it doesn't really matter. I just did this one that way so that all my little pockets lined up. Okay, now to show you how to make the pockets. This was how I created my template. This is one pocket that I've already got cut out to use in another book. I just haven't used it yet. This is the one that I marked to use to call my template or my pattern so that I don't have to remeasure everything when I go to do it. So what I did was I took a piece of cardstock and cut it into 4ths. So it's 5.5 by 4 1/4. Then I got to playing around with my measurements because I knew the width of my pocket needed to be 3.5 inches for this particular book, for these pages. So by keeping that in mind, that left me 3/8 of an inch to have as my lip that's going to fold back to create the pocket. And you'll see you're going to want to cut your corners. See, I've got that one mitered. This one I've left because this is my actual template, and I want to have that good edge on there for depending on what else I may be cutting the pattern for. And so you're going to want to miter your corners here, and then you'll notice I put a little bit of an angle on these edges, so when they fold back, you don't see them sticking up over the top. And then that would fold down, and then that's what makes your front pocket. And it doesn't matter which direction you do it in. I mean, the pocket is versatile for either page configuration. That's the one on the front page. This is the one on the back page. So it just depends on how you fold your little tabs in. Now, what I did when I covered these with paper is I actually took and I traced off just this part of the pocket, not with the tabs on it, and then actually cut it down about, I guess, 1/16 of an inch all the way around, so that it gives me a very nice layer over my pocket. Show just a little bit of the edge so that my brushing with the ink kind of showed up, but then it covers it with the pattern paper. But you don't have to cover it depending on the paper or cardstock that you're using. If you were using double-sided cardstock or even double-sided pattern paper, then you wouldn't have to worry about that. So, this was how I created the template. I laid this on my Martha Stewart scoreboard, and it took me a couple tries playing with drawing lines to get it just right. So I actually used my bone folder and started working with some measurements, and then once I got it figured out, then I actually retraced over it with pencil. And I did this one just so y'all could see it, because my original one, I've already cut apart to use. So what you'll do is you'll take the 5.5 by 4.5 piece of cardstock and just score all the way around it 3/8 of an inch in. And to do that, all you have to do is just count 3 little notches over each time. Very easy. Then I scored down, but I didn't score it really like if I was going to fold it, mainly just to mark it. 3/4 of an inch, 2 inches up on the top side. The bottom side, I came up 3.5 inches and marked it 3/4 of an inch. And then I just took my ruler, laid it down, and drew my diagonal line so that I could get that really nice straight edge. That way, out of each 5.5 by 4.25 piece of cardstock, you can get 2 pockets. So cool. Okay, so for my straight pocket, I call this a slash pocket. For my straight pockets, it's even easier. This is the little pocket. Notice I've notched the edges, angled my corners so that nothing shows. It takes away the bulk so the pocket is really nice and flat for you. Very easy, same thing. 3/8 of an inch all the way around, score it, and then all you have to do on this one is cut it in half at 2 3/4 inches. You've got 2 straight pockets out of 1 piece of cardstock, or 2 slash pockets out of 1 piece of cardstock. How cool is that? Okay, the measurements on the book pages again: 3.5 inches, 7 inches, and then I just like to give myself that 10.5 inch guideline so that when I make my folds, fold this one this way, then you'll notice it meets up. This is your binding edge. Now, I use my bind it all on a lot of my books because I just like that. So all I did was just centered every page and my covers in the machine, punched my holes, and then I don't have to worry about the binding edge. It's all taken care of for me. So this is how to make the fold-out pages. And then the additional little pockets. Just remember, this is for a page that's going to be 3.5 inches wide. So if you're making a page that for some reason is going to be bigger, or you do a different configuration, then you're going to want to remake or adjust your pocket accordingly. Well, if I can get this on there. And then so you'll notice the pocket fits perfectly over that page, no matter which style pocket you're going to use. Okay, hope y'all enjoyed that. Thanks. Bye.